Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, Spin Adventurers. I'm Jake Spins, welcoming you guys back to my gaming and unboxing channel, where apparently we're getting some loud notifications. Sorry about that. But anyway, though, if you guys are wondering, I don't know if you can tell because of the lighting, but my lips are blue because I just finished streaming some Super Mario Sunshine, where every time I got a shine sprite, I had frosting. Yeah. I just needed to relax, like, a lot. It's probably a really bad idea, though, because that's a lot of frosting really late at night. But hey, you know what? It's whatever. But we are back with the second week of Mario Kart Tour. So hopefully that goes pretty well. I should have probably done this sooner, but I figured I'd start streaming this sooner in general anyway, so I do apologize for that. But let's see what our rank results are. Finally was able to get first. It looks like holding back was just what I needed. Not holding back, but just giving it up for a little bit and just waiting. And I'm sure the person second place was like, how did it get 35,000? Because I've done that so many times for other people. I'm like, how did you get 40,000 on this? Much less like 50, much more 50,000. There's some ridiculous people out there with this game. I'm telling you. But I'm glad I finally have that mission done, because once we get about 50 more first places, we'll be in a pretty good place for this. I could pull almost twice, but I'm not actually going to do any pulls. So, just want to mention that. Just because I'm like, eh. As I said last week, Valentine's Day Tour, it's not... Alright, here's the thing. It's not that it's horrible. It's that I just personally feel like they've done much, much better tours. Honestly, like... They've had some tours that have been really, really good, and just this time around, it's just eh. Also, they gave us 5 more rubies, which was nice. But I think they did some maintenance, so maybe that's why. Alright. Oh! And I didn't even realize. I guess we'll use Ludwig. But yeah, we're gonna do all this stuff. We're gonna continue with this. Maybe do some ranked. And we'll see where it takes us. Probably not very long, just because it is later than I would have liked to stream this. But I have also streamed this late before, so... And in a bit, I'm probably going to make sure to see that I'm actually fully streaming. But, yeah, it's... Oh. I mean, I guess, since we're not doing ranked, you know, Mega Mushroom isn't too bad, just because at least it's a frenzy. Would I have preferred anything else, like Lightning Frenzy? Yes. But, no, sometimes you just gotta take the crumbs. Oh my god. I'm so nauseous from the frosting now. And I feel like the Sunshine Tour, or not Sunshine Tour, that would be freaking amazing now. But, I feel like the Sunshine stream actually went really nice. We did have some issues, though. Like the Sandbird, I figured would give us issues. The Watermelon didn't, though, which was interesting. And then I decided, for some reason, to put myself through the whole entire thing of doing the Plinko machine, which was just as much of a pain in the butt as one would expect. So, yeah. I mean, would you call it relaxing? Maybe not. But it was still pretty nice to return to the game. Alrighty. Whew. Now you gotta remember, it's a Wednesday night. You know, there's probably not gonna be a whole lot of traffic right now. But I do want to just double check to make sure that we are streaming just fine on both YouTube and Twitch. So if there is anybody... Alright, cool. So YouTube, we are good, and I'm assuming we are also good on Twitch. That would be a yes. Awesome. Alright, sorry about that. Just wanted to do a quick double check. And if we reconnect, there we go. Still refuse to try to get pink sugar. That's a no. But I do have Peacoat Peach, so I mean I'll use her. I just have to go all the way down to every single princess. Yeah, that frosting thing definitely was a bad idea. Now, see, the real question is, was the frosting a bad idea, or was doing another stream right after taking a bit of a break? Was that what the bad idea was? There are very many answers to that, but I feel like most of them lead to something in there was a bad idea. Oh, okay. I guess we're just gonna implode. That's fun. You know, sometimes you just gotta go boom. And honestly, for this series specifically, I'm pretty much expecting the first week to be the really popular week. Oh no, I just bananaed myself. That's unfortunate. But the first week to be the popular week, and then the second week's going to kind of be somewhere in the middle. That is, of course, if we do consistently stay on this, because it really depends on if I'm interested and if you guys are interested. And a big part of that also stems from the idea of what Nintendo's going to do. Because I've seen some stuff from Mario Kart News that suggests that the next one we are getting is London Tour, which, I mean, London Tour was pretty decent. I had nothing against London Tour. It's just that I doubt that the second course is going to really be that interesting, which is kind of unfortunate. And honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing like a St. Patrick's Day tour with like an Ireland type of thing. I don't really know what they would do for it, but I feel like there's a lot of cool things that they could do. Of course, they'd probably just do, like, Green Shy Guy or some ridiculous thing like that. But, you know, you could do some kind of, like, lucky character or something. Oh, and I just realized they're probably going to save Nabbit for Easter. Because he's a bunny. Well, either that or the Brutals. Because it's like, in Sonic Force's Speed Battle, you'd expect there to be infinite. But no, there is no infinite. And for Mario Kart Tour, you kind of expect, other than Pauline, you'd expect something like the Brutals. And then it's like, oh, hey, look at that. The Brutals aren't in this at all. It's kind of like, why is that the case? Also, why is it Luigi and then Pink Shy Guy and then the rest of the top tier are all of these high-end spotlight characters? That's so weird, man. Oh, wait, Luigi... Wow, because it's the Luigi Cup. So you're telling me Luigi's actually second tier. That's really bizarre. I guess that's the throw a bone type character that they put in for that one. But I don't know if I really understand what they're going with on that. But you know, Luigi is clearly a romantic. He might fall flat on his face constantly, but I'm sure romance is something he'd be fantastic at. Isn't that right, Luigi? Oh, green stash. Oh, and the Penguin Luigi. Like that car that he's driving right now. It's just so cool. That's the one thing I'm going to be kind of upset about, is that I'm going to miss that. And that's a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, I don't know if it's going to be in the main rotation, and honestly, I don't need every single common cart. It was just nice while it lasted to have every single one. I mean, I have proof on YouTube that before that point I did have that. I'm also kind of surprised we haven't seen any common characters recently. Do I think we really need more? Not really. I think that medium and high-end suffice just fine, considering that all the Koopalings are also at that tier. I could also see them doing some, like, costume super characters, although they usually don't. But for, like, the Koopalings, I think that would be a pretty interesting thing to end up doing. He had a green shell. I don't know why that hit, but I'll take it. I'll be confused, but I definitely won't complain about it. Alright, cool. And another 5-star. Ooh. Alright. I also mostly saved Luigi Tour because of, for some reason, on this one, they were like, oh, hey, get this many points on the Luigi Tour. And I'm like, alright, sure. That's really what you want me to do, I'll do it. But it's kind of a weird thing to have as a request. Oh, and hitting with... That's annoying. Oh, that's also annoying. I almost did get a really good Paris one. Oh, it's 35 to get? That's great. Oh, but they didn't raise the other ones? Really? That's really lame. All you can do is just shake your head. I know because I popped back up. I'm essentially going to have to do the same strategy to get anywhere, which kind of sucks. Like, I'm pretty much going to be breaking even for a while. Oh, where's Wendy? Oh, I went way past. There's Wendy. There we go. That's all you gotta do. Look for every single Koopaling, and eventually you'll see him. Yeah, but looking at that, I am hoping we can get a good score with Paris. Which, again, I did with Baby Luigi, but then something got screwed up when I was at work and trying to do it. And it was just very unfortunate because I was very happy about how it went. I think I got 2 different coin frenzies, and it didn't work out. And it was like, what the actual crap? Did it actually give me the red shell warning for a green shell? Because I'm pretty sure... Alright, Spidey Sense, I guess you can fail me now. Great. Alright, give me something decent. I mean, not gonna lie, the heart for this is pretty good. Okay. Not that I necessarily would have wanted it, but... I mean, to an extent, I'll take it. That's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted at all. That just would have been great. I'm not gonna lie. They always pick the worst things for these, too. They're like, oh, hey, look at that. It's a, Don't congratulate me. Okay, second. But they gave us, like, the most narrow thing, and then they gave him they put it as a character with triple shells, so it's like... Alright, not really a fan of that, but whatever. God. You could at least wait till you hit the first item box, dude. At least don't make... Yeah, see, like, that's just way too far away. Or, like, way too close. It's just, it's annoying, basically. My god. I probably could have done it on the last one had I done it right. That's not what I wanted. Please tell me that's gonna... Well, that almost hit me. I honest to God have no idea what he slipped on, but I think I may have thrown a banana earlier. Get away from me. Okay, I really would have loved to go on to that paragliding section. I hate you. Okay, maybe he's just hitting himself. That'd actually make a lot more sense. Are you actually freaking kidding me? Are you actually freaking kidding me right now? See, that's just petty. Like, that's really, really freaking petty. I should have had that, too. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, hey, I got some more green shells. Let me just throw them at you. Oh, great, he didn't hit me with the green shells, but... Oh, look at that. He's mega, so his body's gonna hurt me. But the heart nullifies all of them. Okay, but that time he only had one, so I just... Oh my god. This game is so unhelpful. Like, it's not even trying. Oh, come on! Thank you for not counting that as a hit, because that would have been... Okay, really? Really? Can we just cue the Iron Man Tony Stark gif of him rolling his eyes? Because that would be great right now. Like, that's just how I feel. Just like, oh my god. It's awful. But alright, whatever, mate. I'll take it. So that's one cup down. Now we're going to the Baby Daisy cup. And, why not? Why do I do this to myself, you know? Putting myself to be playing as Baby Daisy. This could only go terrible. We have less items, we have a screeching child. Oh no. As the bubble. It's just a bad choice. And I know it's a bad choice before I'm even doing it. But still, for variety, I'm doing it anyway. Alright. Oh, 2 coins. Alright. Not that that's really going to help me stay in the lead, but it'll at least help my wallet, so... I guess that's nice. Alright, see, there we go. Well, it ain't gonna help now. Oh. What an actual dodge. This baby is a legend. She's completely jumped over a freaking green shell without even knowing it was there. Like, if I threw that green shell and I saw an AI do that, I would have flipped every frickin' swear word out the door. I would have been so upset. But the fact that it happened for us, that just makes it really, really sweet. Ow. Oh, good thing I kept... Didn't mean to throw a banana. Hopefully that, not to jinx it, but hopefully that doesn't really make a big difference. Woohoo! Woohoo! realizing it has been a little bit of a while since I've done Mario Kart Tour. Oh no. So I'm wondering two things. I'm wondering, A, if people have fallen out of Mario Kart Tour for the crowd, or, well, B, could just be a bad day because it's Wednesday afternoon, or because of the time frame. Rude, or because I've just been streaming like a bunch of other stuff. Because now that I'm going to be doing this more weekly, you know, it's not going to be a priority. So there's not going to be as many people who are here specifically for Mario Kart Tour. So, I don't know. I figured out of the two of these, this would have been the more popular stream. Alright, what do we got? Oh. Alright. I mean, that's not really anything too special when you got that thing at the end, but I mean, I'll take it. Not that any of those are necessarily meant to be special. Oh, I just completely skimmed over that macaroon cart when I was trying to get to it. It gives a completely free thing. Oh, thank you, it's jump boost. Oh, thank you, it is a jump boost. Wait, no, not jump boost. Drift. Drift, right? No, I said it right the first time. I'm just glad it's actually something that's usable. That's my main thing. I mean, we could... I use Larry. I mean, I never use Iggy, but... Iggy's just not that great of Koopling, in my opinion. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but... just not my cup of tea. Here we go. Alright, and it's good to know that this is the jump boost one, because I completely didn't even realize that until I saw the jumps. Which, if this was on the regular Mario Kart consoles, though, this would be so much harder to do. Just because I feel like it would be a lot more hectic trying to make these jumps. Wait, don't tell me... Okay, either you had a bubble, or that was just really, really cheap. Or that's the Cupid one and she had a heart. But if you use that and you were in, like, basically second, then... wow. That's just really dumb. But you know what? You got what's coming to you. Mac. Looks like you're not getting Lightning McQueen to the race on time this time either. It crashed into Radiator Springs. I wonder where you're going to crash this time. Whoa! That's a dodge. Oh, for a second I thought the rain was coming in, like, into the actual house, which would have been bad. Alright, well, Mac's keeping up with us despite that loss. Becoming actual Mac-sized. Or I guess you could say Big Mac, and then you could be like, oh, hey, this stream is sponsored by McDonald's, which it's not. But would I really want to be sponsored by McDonald's, though? The answer would probably not surprise you, and that's probably no. But hey, McDonald's, if you want... if you ever want to sponsor me in the future, feel free. I wouldn't object to it. Alright, sweet. Looks like this is the 4-star. And I guess we use it again. Alright, this might actually be a shorter stream because Um, well, the other day I streamed until like 3 a.m. for Splatoon. And now I'm just getting tired. That's the big thing. Like, I have tomorrow off, which is nice. But I want to use tomorrow for writing, all that kind of stuff. And I might just... Because I did 2 streams today, I don't know if I'm going to do a video tomorrow. And just give some breathing room to everybody to be able to catch up. And I think I'm going to start implementing... That name is so true, though. But I think I'm going to start trying to implement some more schedule-typey stuff. And mainly, I'll just have something like Friday be a free day for me where I'll have, like, no uploads. And then that'll give everybody a chance to catch up, like, after school and stuff. Or after work. Because I don't know what y'all's schedule is, but mine is hectic. So... Has there really not been a single comment at all? I mean, usually at this point, we get at least something. Who knows, maybe the Sunshine stream, like, really screwed it up. Or people just think that I'm still streaming Sunshine and we put out the thing. Yeah, let me check this really quick. I mean, it's extremely possible that, you know, it's more likely that it's just a slow stream day for me. Oh, and I just closed the app. That's lovely. That's very lovely. Oh, okay. That is actually what it is. It's just been... Alright, cool. It still seems weird to me, though, that Sunshine did better somehow. So yeah, I don't know. But I will get rid of Iggy and go to Trophy Mario. Woohoo! But yeah, if anything, I'm thinking maybe I'm just streaming Mario Kart Tour specifically a little bit too late. And I'll just have to look at the other ones and see, like, what time I streamed it. Because I wanted to do this sooner. I mean, for Mario Kart Tour streams, to be fair, I usually do them sooner anyway. So... Alright. Get those coins. What? You put a ring over there? But... That means a perfection run is not possible for this. It's so unfortunate, man. I mean, I am really glad they brought Frappe Snowland back, though. Because this is a pretty good stage, and it's also a stage I haven't seen in quite a long time, either. Bing, bing, bing. Chandler, bing. For anybody who watches Friends. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there's the frosting kicking in. Woo. Alright, cool. So that's 2 down. Oh my gosh, no, I'm losing my lead. I'm losing the edge, man. I'm losing the edge. You know, though, maybe you should focus on ranked right now, because... Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot, we got the macaroon. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize that was top tier for that. Oh, that's epic. Oh, that's really good. It's really good, man. I'm just gonna raise this. We're going to get extra points. It's going to be epic. I don't remember. Was it a trick one? Because if it's a trick one... I know the last one was. Which that definitely would have been helpful. It does make sense, though, because the people who got this from the pipe as well, that's going to help them a lot. It would have helped them a lot faster. Alright, I wish that there was a thing where you could just put in, like, how many tickets you wanted by, like, points. If you had this amount. Okay, why is it not working? Alright, I was going to say, I'm, like, mashing the same spot, and then it was like, oh, hey, you can't do that. I'm like, but why? Like, tell me specifically the reason. Oh, shoot. They have the glider in there, too. I mean, it might be a good investment to just wait for the glider, but... Hey, I'm a little bit greedy. I gotta try to get some of this now. And who knows, maybe I'll focus on the other rank stuff to try to get the glider later, because I'm sure I'm gonna mostly be focusing on this off camera, because that's generally the best thing for me to do. Alright, I'm probably gonna need to focus anyway. But this is a pretty decent stage. Honestly, I like this one. Well, no, I was thinking of the reverse one. I think the reverse one I feel is a lot better feeling. Like, this one's not necessarily awful, but it's just more of the same, essentially. And the first one just had the shortcut, this one doesn't. So it's effectively like a worse version, kind of. Which is kind of a shame. I mean, I can always just look back and see what the map looks like, but... I also really don't need to worry that much about it. Oh no, they do have it. It's just right in a really awkward spot. Okay, now the question is, I know that before it said to use 3 sound horns, but was it use 3 sound horns on people, or just use 3 sound horns? That's the real question. Hopefully not in a single race, because then I'd essentially just need a frenzy. And that's not going to happen. So, it's unfortunate, but it is true. And Chef Guy can be pretty helpful for us, too. Which would be pretty great. Oh, dang it. I was hopeful. I didn't throw that... Oh, I threw that in an awful spot. I threw that right behind the railing. Come on, give me a good frenzy. Nah. I mean, it almost did. Oh, man, if I kept that jump, though, that would have been good. I mean, other than the special itself, the other... Like, the Bumblebee might just be better for that one, to be honest. Alright, well, I did want to redo Neo Bowser anyway. Because I know for a fact I can do Neo Bowser a lot better. Where is Rosalina? There we go. Come on, man. I didn't even get that drift out. That's okay. It's at least redeemable. Although, I do miss a good, like, 50 points. Hey, Jeremy 2.0. Welcome to the stream, man. Not gonna lie, the Sunshine stream had a pretty decent amount of people, but so far this one's been surprisingly vacant. Dude, come on! Really, with the Bowser shell? Of course this is gonna be the one where I get the Dash Ring Frenzy. Well, I miss all of it anyway. This is such a bad run. I wish I would have realized that I had that and could have extended that a little bit more. Really? Come on. Why don't you guys know why I'm not doing so hot on Neo Bowser? Oh, of course this is the one I get the 2 frenzies on. They might not be the best frenzies, but... Oh, I was gonna throw them forward, but they all disappeared before I could do that. Oh, I'm just gonna... No! Curse you! Dinkelberg! Dinkelberg's better than Pinkle Peach, though. Let's be real here. Dinkelberg. That is totally what I should call Pinkle Peach, though. It's just Dinkelberg. But man... That could have been better. That could have been way better, man. Oh, and the, this actually cooled down. The $50 Apple cord. For the HDMI. It was getting kind of warm, and I was getting a little bit concerned. But thankful. Could we not? Okay, come on. Why did that not count as me? You know, if you're gonna do me like that, at least give me a few solids. Make sure my red shell hits and stuff. Alright. It's one of those Mario Kart Tour nights. Well, no! Come on, man! Oh, of course you had a bomb. Of course you had a bomb behind you. It's like they don't know how to carry any other item except for a bomb when I'm actually hitting them. Man. Because out of all of them, this is definitely the one that I have the most improvement possibility on. And the fact that they're already, you know, this high up, it shows a lot. Oh, thank you. Oh, that would have been nice to get. Oh, come on, okay, how were you faster when I had a bajillion mushrooms and you had like 1? Somebody answer that. Please. I would love to know. Right, and if I can get like a bajillion more points on this, that would be great. No! What the actual crap, Wendy? Why did... Oh, and of course that hits Baby Peach. Try using that on Wendy. Well, we do have 4 tickets at least. Which, I mean, if there's anything... any one course to use it on, this would definitely be one of them. Of course that misses. Okay, and I didn't remember if there was a thing nearby or not. Alright, that helped me more. Awesome. I think it helps the person who throws it out more, but you can get like a okay amount of boost from it as like an AI computer type. Or somebody who didn't throw it, I mean. Ah, that's not what I wanted to see, man. I would have loved to see like a coin frenzy there, or and that makes it even less satisfying. I mean, the 12,000 would have been nice, but 10 more points. 10 more points would have felt really, really good. All right, I'm pretty stoked about that. Cuz I know I can do better on this. And I know I can do better on the one with Baby Luigi. I just haven't been having that much luck on it. But I can also get a better glider for that too. So I'm thinking that I want to try to save with that. To try. Are you actually kidding me? There's like 3 characters with a Bowser shell. And for some reason, every single time I'm smoothing with a combo, they're like, nah, you don't need to do that. I'm like, but why? Like, what are you doing? Alright. Junior, you come back here. You Koopa kids think you can just own the world. You've got to be kidding me. I caught up to him for that? Gross, man. Gross. Really? I mean, he went for... Georgish. I will gladly grab some coins though. Woo! Yeah, sorry that I'm not having too much conversation-wise, but I just, at this point, I just kind of need... This is pretty much just me winding down. I know that streams are supposed to be like the opposite, and you know, you're supposed to be winding up and popping off and stuff, but no, this is the wind down stream. Which, that's one reason I'm super hyped for Animal Crossing, because I know a lot of people on my channel, at least from my YouTube channel, a fair amount of people liked my Pocket Camp series, and when I asked about Animal Crossing stuff on my Twitter, I got some pretty decent responses about people wanting to see streams of New Horizons, so I'm hoping that can become a pretty big thing. Because that's when I'm going to start focusing a little more on streaming, is around that point. But it's mostly going to be for that game is the thing. But we're probably going to have, like, certain games, like... Obviously, depending on how I feel, like, I might feel like... I'm like, oh, I want a more hype game. So I'm going to play Mario Kart. Or I'm going to play Splatoon. Because, unfortunately, since I do so many different things, I have such a broad audience. But a lot of those people who come on, they only want to see Mario Kart Tour. They only want to see Splatoon. They only want to see Animal Crossing. And it makes it a lot harder because I just enjoy everything Nintendo, for the most part. Like, streaming Pokemon, I can do it. Streaming Fire Emblem Three Houses, I can do it, but it's a lot harder to do because... For RPGs, I'm just not as well versed into those. Whereas something like Mario Kart, pretty much mostly anything Mario, and basically other than Mario, just platformers in general. That's pretty much my bread and butter for this channel and for Twitch. So. Alright, nice. At least we're leveling up something. Granted, I wish we were getting a better thing for this, and we're just not. Yeah, and this might just be one of those streams where I don't make a lot of progress and I just end it earlier than intended. Just because of how I'm feeling right now. So. Ew. Man, I just can't get past at that point, like, because that one frenzy, I'm like, well, we should have 4,000 at that point. But unfortunately, we can't do that. Okay, I got that green shell snake, but I'm pretty sure that Bowser shell just stole those points from me. Which really, really sucks. This is another one of those, really, you just did that again type things. I mean, I should try Choco Choco. Which, 10,000 for Choco is actually not that bad. So, I'm pretty stoked about it. Yeah, and I know that... Well, I thought this for the last one. I figured there was going to be people coming down from, like, the zeros and really hurting for those points. But I don't really know. Like, I feel like because we're past 30 at this point, that it's going to be like that again. And I'm really going to have to fight for it, which is unfortunate. But we'll see, because it might also put me closer to people who have my points. So because of that one outlier type of tour that I had where I got the 40,000 because of the 20k Rainbow Road. Oh shoot. Like, that's gonna make a huge, huge difference. Oh shoot. Alright, we're on lap 2. We had the score at, like, lap 1. It's crazy. Because now we're getting, like, nothing. Like, frenzy-wise. Either you get a bunch of frenzies or you get, like, nothing. I mean, granted, at this point, a frenzy would have been really, really bad anyway. Did I peak? I'm starting to think that maybe I peaked. Alright. Well, I could always just take a break from that right now. Well, not that Blooper Plus is really going to help us, but it is technically higher, so I think this is going to be better, question mark? But I don't actually know. I know we've checked beforehand for high-end and super, but I don't know if same concept applies to common super. Or if it needs to be a lot higher to really... Oh my god! This is a very common thing for Mario Kart Tour as well. Like, it's not even like a newer thing that happens. Okay, well, I'd prefer to use that as more of like an addition type thing, but I had to use... I swear to God, lightning is so detrimental in this game just because it's a combo killer. And it sucks so bad. That's not where I wanted to throw that. Alright. That was rough. Yes, please. Please take points away from me. Oh, that's nice. I mean, it actually is, but... Yay, coins. How exciting. But what I'm really interested in is hopefully getting a good frenzy and then continuing to do that. Not for every box, because that would just be really dumb. And that just doesn't happen. Which I'm kind of glad about, because if I could do that, then everybody else could do that. You know? It's one of those type of things. Oh yes, I got the glider. Alright. Should I have not thrown it? No, I should have thrown both of them, but it didn't really matter in the long run anyway. I would have preferred to keep that first combo though. But at the same time, if I would have lost it to that, dude, I would have been so upset if I had lost that first combo to something really dumb like that. Thing is, for a stage like this, it's pretty much whoever can combo better. Alright, well that's really going to tell me if it's use 3 super coins or hit with 3 super coins, which I'm pretty sure it's hit with 3. Which is unfortunate, because I doubt we're going to be able to really do that. It was hit with 3. Of course it was. I mean, it makes sense. It's just not what we want to see. That's also not what you want to see. You've got to be kidding me with this game. I'm in front, somebody has a coin block, and it's like, oh, that's fantastic. And then I get hit with a Mega Mushroom. Like, really? That's just unfortunate. Alright, cool. Guess we're doing that. Too much for... You know, at least don't make it look like you're gonna give me the frenzy. The mistake's too detrimental. I'm only going to give this a few more shots and then I'm going to end the stream off, because I just... I don't know, it's just not a good combo tonight. Alright, cool. Come on, there we go. Got it. I was hoping that would hit, though. Oh, and that didn't drift. Oh, but somehow I made it up. Oh, Wario, you jerk. Who's for some reason named I Am God. Which is kind of weird, not gonna lie. Oh, I totally thought that was a coin frenzy for a second there. That would have been amazing. Don't you dare. He almost just dared. Toad almost just did that, man. And dude, that was without a frenzy, too. Could you imagine if that was with a frenzy? It's almost with a coin frenzy. Alright, well now we're in first place for a little bit. I doubt we're going to stay there for much longer. But it is nice to see that. Wario SB like? What? I mean, that was a good run to just end the stream on, to be honest. But I think that sucks too is that the only way I have of knowing if there's anyone is through the chat. So like if there's not a lot of chat activity, then I'm kind of just like, there's probably really not anybody there, and then I don't get that motivated unless there's like at least one person there. How am I in tier 31? I honestly don't know. Like, that last one, for some reason, everybody just stopped trying. And it was, honest to God, the weirdest thing. Like, I don't know if it was just good luck or what happened, but I got this Rainbow Road. I was able to get 2 coin frenzies, but I also have this really good Metal Mario on there too. For this, I know I can do this a lot better. I know I can. It's just depending on that baby Luigi is the problem. And I just don't know. Oh no, why would you do that to me? I hate when they do this. I hate when they do this because you know why? Alright? Because if for some god dang reason I get an extremely good run on this, then it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't count for the ranked. So I could just waste an amazing run and then not ever get that same type of run, and it won't count for the ranked. And that's what I'm always really nervous about. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me right now? Not that Green Shell Frenzy is the most amazing frenzy. Okay, well, we did at least lose that combo, which... Should that make me feel better? Not really, but... Oh, I thought we actually got another frenzy, and I was about to lose my frickin' crap. Like, out of the amount of times I've tried to get that stupid frenzy, and it just doesn't work. Man, we start off with a frickin' frenzy? I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be the run, too. It's gonna be the one that does really amazingly, and I'm gonna be really frickin' ticked off. I mean, to be fair, too, though, Jeremy, I do have... Okay. I do have the gold pass. So that's a big reason why I have a fair amount of these characters. I have gotten lucky on other ones, but I'm also trying a little bit more to save some of them. But yeah, dude, I thought when I got that first frenzy, I was like, don't you dare tell me that my fear is actually going to come true. Because that would be really upsetting. Alright, so let's compare these really quick. So that's an 8,000. Okay, yeah, so that was like right under. Had I gotten another frenzy, that would have been over, and that would have been like really, really rough. But yeah, I do this with Gold Pass. And trust me, it makes a huge difference, because the problem is that a lot of the times, I feel like this game, it's not meant for you to do a pull every turn, every tour type of thing, unless you're paying money. It's one of those games where if you really want to get these high-end characters, you have to save up, and you have to just decide on one tour to pretty much use everything, and then maybe every once in a while you'll get lucky. It does suck that you have to think of it that way. I'm not gonna lie, I have gotten luckier than some other people with the tours, but honestly, that's just mainly how it is. I do think it is kind of dumb, though, that they are trying to sell a common vehicle with a common character, and I think it's like $40. And it's like, why are you doing that? Like, just so people are like, oh, I need to finish off this collection. But it's like, it's not even... Sure, it's a cool design, and I hope that it comes to Mario Kart 9 when that happens. But, like, it's not going to really do anything for you. So, just like Red Yoshi, why would you spend your money on that? And again, it's fine if you do, but just from a business standpoint, that was disgusting. That was really disgusting. But from a business standpoint, you want to choose the most appealing thing. And honestly, I don't understand why, but for some goddamn reason, Nintendo is just very terrible. Or whoever is making this game is just very terrible about deciding what they want to do with the business side of it. Okay, that really sucks. But like they look at something like this and they're just like, oh yeah, we should totally use, you know, this Baby Luigi overall cart as the and sorry that I keep complaining about this stuff. But this is more so just something I've noticed than me trying to complain. But they're just like, let's use this common thing and make it a really high thing. Like, people might be like, okay, play Birdo on the Wii. Like, there's nothing special about this. You could always pull for her later, but I wanted her for the Rank Tour. I believe it did actually help me. I did pull for her later. I did slightly regret it. But you know what? I still paid the $20 for Birdo. Because, honestly, that was just a really good shot. And for someone like Diddy Kong, for the people that did not have Diddy Kong, you know, $40 or whatever, people are going to pay for that because they want to play as Diddy Kong. But doing that for, like, Red Yoshi, that just, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's one of those things of, you really have to pick and choose where you want to go with this and what you want to do. And, you know, people shouldn't, like, people are going to look at this. And originally, when this came out, people looked at this and they were like, wait, it's Mario Kart Tour, but we can't play as Mario instantly, and you're offering for like $40 to play as Mario. Nobody's going to do that because nobody plays as Mario in Mario Kart. I mean, people do. I have played as Mario in Mario Kart. And when I do, it feels like a fresh experience because, again, nobody uses Mario. But, like, would you rather buy Mario or would you rather buy Diddy Kong? And almost everybody is going to answer Diddy Kong because that's just the more interesting character. So I don't understand business wise. Like, okay, sure, this heart glider, that's cool. Do I think it's $20 worth? Not really. No. You don't need it. But like Baby Luigi, this is what I was talking about. Baby Luigi, who's very common, alright? You can pull for this character very easily. I'm sure if you pulled for this, you would very easily get this car unless they have it exclusive to this. I honestly don't know. At this point, I really don't care. Because even though I like the look of the car, I'm not paying $40 for that. Like, if I'm not going to pay $40 for a car that's like in the high ends that is really cool, I'm not going to pay for a common car and a common character. That just doesn't make sense to me. And I did mention about this kind of stuff as well as for, you know, as Jeremy 2.0 said about the clones, about like what I said. But see, my takeaway from it is, and I know there's people on Twitter that are like, oh my gosh, so many people that are complaining about the Mario and Peach. You should just be happy that you got stuff. And it's like, okay, sure. But I'm still paying consistent money for this game. Do I have to pull for this stuff? No. But if I was somebody who was constantly paying for rubies, yeah, I'd feel kind of gypped off with Baby Peach as a Cupid when there's literally that many freaking Peaches. Like, the thing is, the way this works the best is this works in moderation. This works in such a way that instead of having every single tour have a Mario or Peach, you know, when we got a tour with Daisy and Waluigi, do I like the characters? No. But I saw the costumes, they were unique. They had actual unique specials. And it was decently cool. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna want to try to get Shopper Daisy. I'm gonna want to try to get Commonwealth Waluigi. You know? But for something like the Cupid Peach, it's like, okay, not only is it just a Baby Peach costume, which sure, we technically haven't gotten a Baby Peach costume, but Baby Wario would have been more interesting than that, you know? And it's just a factor of, you've already done so many of them. Like, just give, my thing is, I don't care that there's so many clones for the costumes. I care that there's such a gigantic roster that you are not using. And that's, I know I'm becoming a broken record at this point, but the thing is, you have 7 Koopalings. You have Bowser Jr. You have Bowser. Make costumes for those characters. How have we gotten to a point where we still don't have a costume for Bowser? I don't understand it. And now, the thing is, Ice Mario is awesome. Ice Mario is cool because, you know, it was an actual reference, and then you brought back a version of the power-up and a brand new item for it. So I thought that was really cool and really unique. Penguin Luigi, again, really unique. Was it necessary because of Ice Mario? No. But it brought back a really cool power-up that has not been referenced ever. So that's really cool that they did that. But then you have another Peacoat Peach, and at the end of the day, it's both Mario and Peach, and then the next tour, you slap on a Baby Peach thing. Does it make sense? Sure. But a big problem with this is that people are starting to ask, where are the characters like Nabbit? Where's Petey Piranha? Where are these new characters? You gave us Pauline, and that was awesome. That was one of the best moves that they could have done, but even the Brutals would go a long way at this point. There are so many characters that you could add, and so many enemies that are in the Mario universe that you could very simply slap on here instead of just giving us a different color Shy Guy. Would people complain about getting a Goomba? Probably. But honestly, I would appreciate it. I feel like it would be really cool to have something ridiculous like a Goomba to be able to play as. And I'm telling you, it would make people a lot less ticked off than the other stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Ice Mario and Penguin Luigi, what makes me okay with them especially is the references and also the ice flower stuff. Now for the Triple Banana, I feel like the whole Commonwealth, which is what I call him, it's the bus driver Waluigi, but I've just gotten so used to calling him that's just what I call him. But for Commonwealth Waluigi, he's got the Triple Bananas, only character with the Triple Bananas. And it's one of those things of, okay, but that's not really necessary. Like, you really didn't need to do that. You could give other characters that. Granted, Giant Banana is arguably going to be better because you essentially have 4 bananas instead of 3, but arguably because, you can spread out, it's a different spread, and it's going to be harder to dodge the 3, I believe. But yeah, I really wish that I got somebody with the Ice Flower. I did get Peacoat Peach with the Dash Ring, which was helpful at some point. Well, not really that helpful, but it was cool. Just Peach, but she's cold. But I really would have loved an Ice Flower character. It would have felt better to me. So it kind of stinks that I didn't get it, because I had been saying for the longest time that I wanted the Ice Flower to be an item in this game. Just because I felt it suited Mario Kart so well, and it was such a simple thing that they could just, slap on and not really have to worry about. And then, it was one of those things of, they didn't do it for the longest time, and then finally they did it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's really awesome. Thanks, Nintendo, because that's something that I actually can appreciate. Yeah, dude, that's unfortunate, because I was just thinking, dude, that's really awesome that you were able to get one of them, but... Yeah. I mean, even... I feel like even, like, a Paratroopa would go a long way. Like, the fact that the free-running Odyssey Koopa, I'm saying, is one of the better and cooler things that they have done inside of this game. That really says a lot. Because, is that a new character? Technically, yes, but it's more so a costume for the character. I like the gold one because of the whole fact that they gave it for free, and that it's a coin box. Well, free for Gold Pass. So technically you did pay $5 for it, but it was a character that was worth the $5. But it's kind of funny, you can you're paying $5 respectively for Gold Koopa, and then you're paying $40 for Baby Luigi in this cart with some rubies. Like, I don't know. It's all subjective. It's all something that you have to balance and decide on your own whether you feel it's worth it or not. Because I personally I personally cannot say to somebody, you should or should not spend your money like this, because A, that's rude, and B, I don't know what's worth it to everybody. Like, I know Zach Scott, he buys everything. And that's cool. That's cool that he's able to do that, and that's cool that he has that passion for this game. But unfortunately, I do not have the money to do that, and also, a lot of people don't. But he's buying, like, you know, paying $100 every 2 weeks, $200 to get everything. Whereas for this, you know, you're more likely to do that than you are to essentially buy the regular bundles. And to be honest as well, like, I know that I do buy the gold pass, and I said, you know, that is a lot of money, but it gives you a fair amount of rupees. Like, that is the only way that you are getting rupees in this game, which is the problem. But, like, paying $40 when you could essentially use most of that money to buy a whole entire game, like, that's almost the full amount of a cost of buying Xenoblade 2. A game with, like, and I have not played Xenoblade 2, but I know it is a game with constant, like, it's just a very large game. You could buy Breath of the Wild, which, again, is hours and hours of enjoyment, and you can literally have your own adventure. I've played almost 200 hours of Splatoon, and sure, I'm paying for online, but minus that, and honestly, the online, that's for everything. I'm not adding that to Splatoon, because that's just a whatever type cost. But for Splatoon 2, I've almost put 200 hours into it. And sure, you could also argue I'd put a lot of hours into this, or for Pocket Camp, but I eventually fell out of Pocket Camp, because I just played it a lot. But it's also one of the reasons why I feel like New Horizons is going to be a game that I really enjoy, is because I got very, very invested into Pocket Camp, which was something that was pretty nice. Yeah, and, you know, that's a really good point, Jeremy. Why is Kamek not in Mario Kart yet? It's such a simple character. Like, even Hammer Brother. Those are two extremely iconic Mario characters that have been around for years, and they are not in Mario Kart at all. This is the perfect time to do it. It would be such a free thing to do for them, and I doubt it would take them that much time. And heck, I don't think people would even be mad to get Kamek colors, because at least it would be something different, because Kamek has never been in. Sure, I wouldn't be that happy to see yellow Kamek, but it would be a lot more exciting than seeing green Shy Guy, which I could just go on to Mario Kart 8 and play. Like, it's not that exciting. Red Yoshi, again, can just go on to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and I can play it. Or I can go on my Wii version where I ended up getting it as a free bonus for my DLC. Like, and yeah, Funky Kong's another good one. And I think that Link or Inkling those guys are probably gonna come later on. I think the idea that you know, once the game's relevancy starts dying down and they really want to bring it back, or they really want to start making people pay money, then that's when they're going to bring characters like Link or Inkling, who I would love to see though, and it's such an easy thing to do. Like, why they didn't put Kirby and the Warp Star in? Like, out of any character in Kart, it's the simplest character design, and is the simplest kart design. Like, you don't have to really do anything for Kirby, But everybody wants Kirby in. So I just don't know why they didn't do that. I love that they put Inklings in. I love that they put Animal Crossing characters in. But, like, put Kirby in and then put Captain Falcon in. Like, I'm not a Captain Falcon fan, but how could you put in the Blue Falcon from Mario Kart Wii and then put in 2 F-Zero tracks, almost enough for an entire F-Zero Cup, and then there's no Captain Falcon. Personally, I would prefer it to stick to Nintendo. I really don't think it should go the Smash route of let's put Master Chief in Mario Kart. I don't think Master Chief should be in Smash. Thankfully he's not. Which, I mean, that's my own opinion. I just feel like he's very generic, but this is a Mario Kart Tour stream, Mario Kart discussion. But yeah, it's just, there's just so many things that they could do, and I don't understand why they aren't doing certain things. Yeah, I'm almost surprised they didn't give us like Fire Mario or Fire Peach. You know, a lot of people have been asking for the Mii, which I find very interesting because I didn't know that many people actually prefer to use Miis inside of Mario Kart. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a non-relevant thing, and it would be a lot better than the other stuff, but I don't know, man. And heck, the fact that we're even saying, and people were begging for Reindeer Yoshi, granted, I really wish they would have made him brown instead of green, but this is based on official stuff. Yeah, but in Dr. Mario World, which I don't play, but I follow the news, they put Dr. Fire Mario. Like, that's an official canon thing now, by the way. That is a canon character name. Dr. Fire Mario. Meaning Dr. Pink Gold Peach or Dr. Pink Gold Fire Peach could legitimately become a thing. Thanks to Dr. Mario. And I swear to God, if Dr. Pink Gold Peach becomes a thing, like, I'm gonna be very upset. I don't wanna say anything that I would have to hold myself to. So just keep in mind, this is mainly priority of joke. But I would legitimately, like, I'd just go out, sell my Switch, sell my Nintendo stuff, and the stuff that I can't sell, I'm just gonna burn it. Like just no Nintendo. I swear to God, if they actually do pull some crap like that. Like, the fact that Pink Gold Peach is still alive, and they put her in this game as a high-end character. Why? And honestly, at this point, I'm surprised they haven't done some stupid crap like, oh, here's Crimson Silver Luigi. You know? Here's Crap Brown Bowser. I guess it would be Bronze Crap Bowser. some crap like that. Amethyst Purple Waluigi. Dr. Baby Gold Silver Fire Mario. Oh, Jesus. Where's Dr. Gold Mario, guys? Yeah, because they started doing that for the longest time, too. They were like, oh, hey, you guys like Gold Mario? Well, instead of putting in, like, Shadow Mario, who's an actual, like, decent reference, let's just shove in Gold Mario. Because at least Shadow Mario was in Golf for the GameCube, which was kind of cool. And then they had Petey, and then it just evolved into unlockable characters starting to become like Metal Mario and Gold Mario and Pink Gold Peach. And it's like, what happened? You have such a big variety of characters, and yet you don't use them. Like, I just, it makes no sense to me. And heck, if they really want to get weird, start adding, like, random bosses that have never been in anything. Like, add Gooper Blooper into Mario Kart, you know? Who would be another good boss? Like, throwing like, that baby, that baby piranha plant from Mario Galaxy? Throw that in there. You know, at this point, I'm just kind of clamoring for something. I'm at the point where I just want something new. I want to look at Mario Kart Tour and say, I am excited about this game. And I hate talking about it negatively again, because I started out on this game so negatively. And of course, a part of that is, again, because I want Mario Kart 9. And while I do still feel like that is justified, it's also biased. But we're at a point where my frustration, my anger, I guess I shouldn't say anger because it's not really anger, but more so just frustration and confusion, it stems from the roster choice. It really does. Like, the gliders, they have some pretty cool gliders. They have some pretty unique gliders. They have some carts where I look at that and I'm like, heck yes, add that to the main series. Like, that is a must put for a cart. And they have some really, really cool ones. And they're still adding cool ones. But then, you know, you get to the characters, and then, thankfully, I did see from Mario Kart Tour, from the news Twitter, that they data mined the game, and they actually found tracks like Coconut Mall in the game. Also, can we stop getting hit at the very last frickin' turn? Like, that's getting really annoying. Because that's the third time that's happened. Okay. That's not a good feeling. So, stick with her. But I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things of, I see a lot of people complaining about it on Twitter, so I'm not the only one who's just kind of frustrated about it. But then I also see people making fun of it. I feel like at this point, we're at a point for gaming culture that either you're a person who's upset about how it's done, and you're making your voice heard either by complaining or just voicing your opinion, or you're making fun of the people who are kind of disappointed or kind of upset. Now, of course, for something like Smash, a lot of people go overboard. You know, saying that Byleth is just another Marth. That's not true. Is it another sword fighter? Yes. Are they another Fire Emblem character? Yes. But if you actually look at the moveset, it is so different from Marth's. Like, my thing is, I just don't like the amount of Marth moveset clones there are. Because there's Marth, there's Roy. If you really want to count, there's Ike, but Ike is at least different. There's Chrom, there's Lucina. If you count Ike, that's 5. That's half of the Fire Emblem characters. And there are people that praised Chrom because, oh my god, it's Chrom, and then complain about Corrin. And I don't hear any negative or good opinion about Robin either. And it's like, but they are not Marth. might have a sword, but... And my other thing for Smash as well is that you don't hear anybody complaining about there's too many brawlers. Like, because there's Mario, there's Luigi, you know, technically Peach, and I know that they have projectiles and stuff that set them apart, and that the swords are usually just the swords, and that's probably why people complain about it. But, you know, there's a huge variety in roster for Smash Brothers. There's a lot more breathing room and a lot more people who are passionately feeling about it. So a lot more people are overwhelmed or over-exaggerating about their complaints for Smash Brothers. Whereas I feel like something from Mario Kart Tour, yes, it's a mobile game. But when we just came off of Mario Kart 8, which was such a great freaking game, where they screwed up the roster so bad and Deluxe just barely went by. Barely went by. It makes it worse looking at a game like this and looking at the roster, because you want to complain about stuff for Smash Brothers. I go back to my previous point on the last stream. Look at this screen right now. Over half of the characters, or about half of the characters on this screen for high ends, are Mario or Peach. Sure, Peachette is Toadette as Peach. That's still Peach. Sure, this one right here, that's Baby Peach. It's still Peach. In the long run, no matter how you slice it, it's still the character. Is it cool that we're getting these official outfits? Yeah, that's pretty cool. When you get the new official outfits, or from Odyssey, you know, they have the models. And you can't blame them for that. Because, in a way, you kind of understand. But when you have something like Santa Mario, he's got the Fire Flower. Why? Out of anything, like, at least some of them, like, heck, even Pink Gold Peach, different special. Why for Santa Mario do you have the Fire Flower? It baffles my mind, because I don't understand. You know? At least they do have different specials, which is nice. But at the end of the day, it's legitimately Mario and Peach. And unlike Smash Brothers, because for Smash Brothers, I've said multiple times, if you want to put in a new Kirby that is just Kirby, different colors, but a completely brand new moveset with like more modern Kirby enemies or different Kirby enemies, I'm fine with that. I am 100% fine with that, because the moveset matters. But for this, you have one thing that's potentially different, and sometimes it's not when it's the costumes, and they're subjective, and you can't choose the characters that you want, so it makes the roster problem even more glaring, especially when characters like Bowser Jr., Lakitu, Waluigi, I haven't been able to get yet, so then it just makes it more glaring. And sure, I don't have those characters, but they're still hogging up the roster, and most of the time... Heck, I technically have two different Peach high-ends. Like, come on, man. I don't know, I need to stop complaining about it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just keep complaining about it. Yeah, that's the truth. Like, we're getting to the point where you're going to be able to go into a race, pick Peach, and every single person is going to be a Peach, but it's going to be a very different Peach. Like, that's where the frustration comes in. And then for the tours, like, I get it. It's a lot of work. I don't understand what it takes to go into game development. because I am not a game developer. And you know what? I do respect them for that. But, you know, you go into a new tour, and again, it's the Paris tour, and you get this new stage, and you're excited because it's a brand new stage to the entire Mario Kart franchise. This isn't just a random stage they pulled from anywhere. This is a brand new stage. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. But this is a brand new stage they could have done anything with. Absolutely anything with. And what did they decide to do with it? Make it the most basic thing with just a few turns. This is the, by the way, this is the first course you play in Mario Kart 7. I would rather play Toad Circuit in any form than I want to play any of the new courses that they've put in. And that's sad. Because I want to like the other courses, and I should like the other courses, because they have such, like, cool set pieces, but the problem is, they're not interesting. At the end of the day, it's a few turns, and, you know, the New York one, both of them, being in reverse and forward, they look like the exact same course. And it's a big problem. You can tell the difference for Toad Circuit. Again, first track of Mario Kart 7, you can tell the difference between reversed and going through it forward. But you cannot really tell whatsoever for that New York track. The New York Minute. Like, you can't. And it goes for so many of those. And it's like, please just give us a brand new track from one of these that's really cool, really different from the other one, and just makes me actually excited when it comes up. Like, at least the Paris one in reverse, like, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt for the second one. It at least is cool to run through. But is it something that I'm going to remember in 2 tours? No. I'm not. And it's not going to come back. And I don't know if that's the reason why, but you love the X version? The X version. What do you mean by the X version? Yeah. But see, that's mostly my point, though. Like, Frappe Snowland, I can tell the difference between... Well, mostly, I can tell the difference between reverse and all that. Other than the SNES tracks, which I'm like, they don't really do it for me. But, like, I mean, am I gonna lie? No. It's a cool track. But you could do so much more with it. Like, I don't know. And it's just, you know, when you're doing this bi-weekly too, and, you know, sometimes you forget some of the stuff you say, and sometimes your opinions and your feelings change. So it's very possible that my feelings towards certain things could have changed. I really don't know. Yeah, a lot of ramps and hills, that it makes it a lot more fun and interesting because A, you're able to very easily get combos, and the tracks where you can't get combos can be very frustrating to me. That's just the truth. That's just how it happens, unfortunately. But it also just makes it more interesting, and it's automatic as well. Like in this game, I actually do like Neo Bowser City for one huge reason, and that is actually the auto. The fact that I cannot fall off on that big turn, it really improves the track, but also because I've now kind of learned a little bit how to do that turn specifically. Does that mean I'm perfect at it? No. But even for that one, like, I think Neo Bowser might be the one of the only ones where I don't like the T version, the trick version, just because it's one of those things where it's like, but it just makes it a lot trickier because it's a lot more of a twisty turny type stuff. But when it's like, you know, a lot more simple, like for the Paris track, for instance, it actually adds depth to it. New York, it did not work because I still could not tell the difference between the original one, and I was still losing my combos despite it. But for the Paris one, you at least do have some interesting ramp choices. So am I going to sit here and say that I hate like the Paris one or the London one? No. I understand they put a lot of work into them, and it's cool that they did that, but it's very clear that a lot of these courses, the new ones, are made as beginner tracks. They are not made for something like this game or Mario Kart in mind. And keep in mind, they ported over Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road. That's a fairly intricate track. And it was really cool that they did that. But the fact that they're going to do that, and then the new stuff, the thing that I'm trying to point out is that this isn't a new game. Alright? You have basically forced yourself into a position where you're kind of forcing people to compare the new tracks you are making to this game to older tracks. And yes, again, the SNES ones, it is very glaring that they're old. They really need to stop putting them in. It's a cool reference. I'm sure a lot of people are loving the nostalgia. But for a game like this, please stop putting the SNES tracks in it. It just, unless you're gonna like really highly vamp it up and start adding more stuff, just no. Other than that, when you have to compare to yourself the other stuff, well, I guess the Bowser's Castle ones are fine because those ones are actually different. But when you're comparing yourself to Rock Mountain R is an insanely good track. Alright? Sure, it's an established track. Sure, it's the reversed one. But Rock Mountain, you're comparing that and a lot of Mario Kart 7 tracks, and you're forcing yourself to have that comparison to your new tracks. So you're essentially screwing yourself because the expectation is going to be of a higher quality to that. So that's what my problem is with it. Because they are not really putting themselves to that idea and that standard. And it makes me shrug and say, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing it this way? Jeremy says, like in the ice track, there's a giant ramp, and I love that because it was in Mario Kart 8. For which one? Because I'm trying to think. I would love Ice Outpost in this game, though. I know a lot of people did not like that track, but I really like that one. And hey, 001 Guinea, who says, I hope that in the future a track from Mario Kart 8 comes to the game. Honestly, here's the thing. And we're pretty much just in discussion mode because we're getting to wrapping up the stream a little bit because my throat's starting to hurt. So here's the interesting thing for Mario Kart 8. I think that they should do it, but the problem is they've also put themselves into a position where they are clearly not using anti-gravity. And I think they're going to see that as a pigeonhole to where they are not going to either remove that or put ones, because there are ones without anti-gravity that they could very easily put in. They could very easily make it to where Water Park does not have anti-gravity. It wouldn't be that hard. But the way Nintendo thinks, they're going to think, well, this has anti-gravity. Mario Kart 8 has this gimmick. It's not in Mario Kart Tour. It'd be too hard to implement. And it's not in there, so then they're not going to put it in there. And that's just unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that that's the case. But we can only hope, because they did actually have some pretty cool tracks in there. And they really don't need anti-gravity. Like the Hyrule one, I understand why they put anti-gravity in it. It really didn't need it. Like the way it's set up, the way you're going down, at that point, you could very easily just not have anti-gravity on there. And you can change it to where it's just not there. So tracks like that I could see very easily being in. And if they put Link in, there's going to definitely be that Hyrule track in it. And very vamped. Other than that, though, I'm really not too sure. But I would like to see a new Splatoon track. Moray Towers would be kind of an interesting Mario Kart track. At the same time, though, because it's Smash Stage, they probably wouldn't do it. And I don't know if there's any other Splatoon map that would really work. Unless you did like an Animal Crossing type of idea where it's kind of like the Animal Crossing stage. Which would be a really good track for this game as well. That would be an amazing one. And yeah, they could very easily, like... I want a Mario Kart 9. Look, they don't even need a new idea, to be honest with you. Like, I know that they're gonna want to, but they just don't need to do it, to be honest. But I feel like Mario Kart 9 could be very similar to Mario Kart 8. Just add different tracks, make brand new tracks, flesh out the battle mode stuff. Basically, I'd be fine if they just made a bunch of DLC for Mario Kart 8. If that's the route they want to go, that's fine. I just want more console Mario Kart. I want more of a reason to return to it and for other people to return to it so that there's interest and so that I can stream it and we can all have fun. Because I really miss mainline Mario Kart. Can I still stream it? Yes. But it becomes kind of an issue. Okay, and the SNES track, that Vanilla Lake one, was apparently in Mario Kart 8. Did I seriously forget about that? Because I don't remember that being in Mario Kart 8 for some reason. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you for coming out to the stream. I know that gameplay-wise, it was a lot shorter, but we went a little bit longer than I thought I would. So thank you for coming out to the stream. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and hopefully we'll be able to do some more streams in the future that will be a lot better. I will look into streaming time. I'm not sure if I streamed Mario Kart Tour earlier or later, and either way, I got into a weird middle ground because of streaming Sunshine. But yeah, if you guys ended up enjoying, make sure to hit that like button. Definitely check out my Twitch channel because I definitely need some help over on Twitch. But anyway, though, guys, I'll see you later. Keep your toes safe and hearts.